Hello, everybody, and welcome to the live. I'm trying to, I don't know what I've done. We shall see. Hold on a second. Hi, Angela Critter. How you doing today? I'm up here hitting buttons like I always do. Let me pull this up so I can see what everybody's saying or who's saying. Angela is the first one in today. Thank you, Angela. So glad you're here. Oh, I meant to pin something. Da-da-da-da. Let me see if I can go back and do it. Let me go back. We're going to talk about Black History Month today. Let's see. There it is. Nope, that ain't what I'm looking for. I enjoy seeing LSP. Yes, I did too, but I hate to hear about her uncle. But I was glad she was there. Well, then she's back live again. Copy. Go back. Okay. I'll be there in just a second. I'm trying to pin something. Hey, Nancy, how you doing? Vernell, I'm in here messing and, and hit that around. Let's see. I'm just a busybody. I'll be there, y'all. Hold on a second. Okay. Angela, oh, y'all speaking to each other. I'm glad you are. That is good. Okay. This is Black History Month, y'all. Well, I know y'all know that. I know you know it. I seen that Carter Woodson on there. I said, Carter Woodson? That's what I'm talking about today. And I forgot I put it in night boat. Nancy said, doing okay. It's been a rough couple of weeks. I have shingles, and on Sunday night, our house and a neighbor's house, did it catch on fire? You didn't finish it off. Your house and a neighbor's house, what? Oh, Lord. You know what? I had my, Nancy, I had my physical last Monday. And he sent a prescription for me to go to Walmart and get my shingles shot. And I haven't done it because you know you have to get 2 shots. I've gotten one of them, so I got to get my second one. So I got to go get that. Because when my mother-in-law had shingles, it was very painful. Very, very painful. Vernell, what you been getting into, my friend? Has everything been going good for you? Let me see if I can move this around a little bit without tearing everything up. Why is it saying I only have one person in the live? Angela's here, Nancy's here, Vernell. I don't know. That's you two. Anyway, we're going to keep on going. I've had shingles, horrible. You've had it too, Angela? Oh my goodness. After seeing my mother-in-law with them, it was enough for me. Vernell said, by the grace of God, everything's good. Good, good. I'm glad to hear that. Yes, on Sunday night, our houses were edged and we had to spend most of the day yesterday cleaning it up. What a mess. I wish I would have had the shot. I'm taking meds for it. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah, my mother-in-law had, because she hadn't had the shots before she got shingles. And she got shingles in her 80s. She was in her 80s when she got shingles. Nancy, I know how them fires, ugh. I caught my kitchen on fire, what, 30 years ago? And that was a bad enough an experience for me. I'm so sorry, Nancy. So painful, yes. The shingles ain't no joke. Ain't no joke. And it was a young lady that we're friends with. She had a few months back. And she would put on Facebook, you know, she was keeping everybody updated. She was talking about how painful it was, and I haven't had any sleep, and oh my gosh, that's horrible. How, oh, your houses was edged together there? Okay. Well, we'll keep you in our prayers, Nancy, that everything, did you lose a lot? I mean, did you lose anything in the fire? Did the other lady lose anything? House was edged. Nancy said, thank you. Angela, shingles got my left side of chest and back. I couldn't wear a bra for months. My mother-in-law couldn't wear one either. Hers was in her back, in her lower back. It was like, well, coming up, it came up a little bit, but mostly in her lower back. Bernard, Nancy, did you have the chicken pox when you were little? Nancy says, no, somebody threw eggs. Oh, somebody threw eggs. Lord, here I got y'all houses on fire. Where did I get that from? Anyway, I'm so sorry. But eggs are bad, is bad too. Kids used to do that all the time at Halloween, throwing those eggs and bathroom tissue. Throwing eggs and bathroom tissue. Oh, that's bad too, though. And Angela said, I had chicken pox as a kid. I don't know if mine was chicken pox or measles, or did I have both? Because I remember having those bumps and couldn't go to school, but I don't remember if it was chicken pox or measles. I don't know. Nancy said, yes, I've had chicken pox. Wow. Oh, y'all share me out, please, because I haven't shared out myself. Nancy, I bet the eggs were like, ooh. That's horrible. That is horrible. Okay. But does anybody know how did we end up with the month of February being Black History Month? Do you have an idea how the month of February became Black History Month? Yes, I had chicken pox. Sorry, Beverly, to take up the time with my story. No, 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 no. That's just fine. We're here to talk, to chat. Whatever comes up at the time, that's what we're going to talk about. That is just fine. We got to keep each other lifted up in our prayers. And honey, them shingles, that's very painful. I don't know if I'm turning the right way. I have more trouble when I'm starting these lives. No, I don't. Okay. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes before I start. I'm gonna read it. I also have a video about Mr. Woodson, and it will come. Nightboat will bring that information up also for you. And then I have a Black History Fact playlist that I did last year about Black History Facts. Vernell said, yes, they are saying from the chicken pops, some of them didn't come out. They went back in, and that is where the shingles come from. Oh, ooh. Oh, that's painful. Oh, Nancy, I'm very interested in hearing about Black History Month. Okay, Nancy. Angela, I know this. 1924, spurned on by Woodson, his college fraternity, Omega Beast Pi, introduced Negro History and Literature Week. Yeah, Angela says it grew from this. Okay, I have a video about Mr. Woodson, Carter G. Woodson. And also the video, Nightboat will be bringing it up, and the link will be there so you can check out his the video. I'm more in depth there, but I'm gonna read you a little bit about it right now. Why is February Black History Month? The shortest month of the year, but that didn't have nothing to do with it. That didn't. You hear a lot of people saying that they gave Black History Month to the shortest month of the year. The length, how many days is in the month, had nothing to do with it. Angela, you talked about him last. Yes, I did. And Nightboat should be bringing up the video where I spoke on him last year. It's in my list. But I'll tell you a little bit about him now. The shortest month of the year, because it contains figures, it contained prominent figures, people who were notarized, people who are out there. It was two of them. Was their birthday is in the month of February. Who are the two people that are well known that their birthday is in the month of February? Does anybody know? It's two of them. Two figures. A white man and a black man. Anybody? There's this video, Nightboat put it up, Carter Woodson video, and that's the video if you want the one I made last year. Anybody got any idea? I've never heard that about the shortest month. Oh, I've heard that all my life. Yep, I've heard Angela, not Martin Luther King, not Rosa Parks. It's two men. It's a white man and it's a black man. The white man was a president, and the black man was a freedom fighter. There you go, Nancy. Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln's birthday is the 12th of February. Abraham Lincoln. Anybody else can think who the other one was? And his birthday is on the 14th, and he's the black man. His birthday is on the 14th of February. Yeah, Nancy got it. Abraham Lincoln. She sure did. And the next one's names start first name F, last name D. There it is. First name F and last name D. And his birthday is on the 14th of February. And that is Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln. Those two. Abraham Lincoln's birthday was the 12th, and Frederick Douglass' birthday is the 14th. But let me go back into reading then. It goes back to 1926 when Carter G. Woodson worked with an organization that they call, an organization that he worked with. And that time they were calling the Little Black History. They only had a week, I think, when they were celebrating it, and it was called Negro History Week. It was for 1 week. Mr. Goodson didn't like that at that time. Most of the schools ignored Black history. Didn't want to know it like they doing now, trying to keep it out of the schools. Don't want nobody to know the truth. I don't know why. The truth will set you free. It's not going to hold you in bondage. Truth is freedom. I don't know why some of these parents don't want Black history taught in school. But yet, they can go around with those Confederate signs that they lost the war. They didn't win anything. They didn't win. They lost. But they'll go to the very end over that doggone flag. You know, years ago, Malcolm X had it. And I always remember what Malcolm X said. You got your X, and I got mine. That's it in a nutshell. You got your X, and I got mine. So that's the way it is. I admired, Angela said, I admired Lincoln so much. I did too, Angela. Angela, the great orator, Douglas, yes. Angela, that's right. Why hide true facts? Thank you. Why hide true facts? It is history. It's what we did. It's like the Bible, the New Testament. No, sorry. The Old Testament and then the New Testament. The Old Testament is the history. It's teaching. It's showing you what was. Why can't we teach like the Indians? They don't tell the truth about them. Who were the first people in America? It wasn't black people. It wasn't white people. It wasn't pink people. And it wasn't green people. But why do we get so caught up into that? We all mix with other bloods. None of us are pure line of anything. We all got other bloods in us. But the most important blood for me is the blood of Jesus, because it cleanses me and make me whiter than snow. That's the best blood to ever have. Okay, let's get back into the teaching. Okay. Woodson took matters into his hand. He landed on the second week in February to have the Black History Week, you know. Why he picked that week? He picked that week because it was two prominent people's birthday that we just discussed. Abraham Lincoln on the 12th and Frederick Douglass on the 14th. That is why Mr. Woodson picked the second week in February as Negro History Month. And then it was Negro History Month. And over time, it grew, you know, around the country. Over time, it grew and it grew. Then the students at Kent State in 1969, Kent State University, proposed the idea of a Black History Month. They proposed the idea of a Black History Month to celebrate Black history a whole month. Angela Critter, Confederate flag should only be seen in a Confederate museum. My personal opinion, they are hate-filled. I feel the same way, Angela. I feel the same way. Honey, I'm here in Tennessee, and they be rolling with, I don't know why they got to put them on the back of them trucks, them old big Confederate flags, and then they have the United States flag, and they be rolling, and you go At certain times, if you go up in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg area, that's all you're seeing, up and down now, up and down the strip, hollering and acting a fool. And every time I see one, I said, do they not realize they lost? What is the... And then I've had them tell me that. It's my history. It's my history. Well, slavery is my history. My ancestors did that. Slavery, I can feel their spirit. It's my history. But I ain't walking up said, Master, can I work in your kitchen, please? Can I clean your... And no, no, no. But they go on and on, right down the road from me that I have to drive by every day when I go in that direction. It's a little old raggedy house. I'm gonna be honest. House don't look like it's worth $10,000, but I guess a gold mine. I mean, they blessed to have it. I ain't knocking that. But I'm telling you, the ones in this area that I see who acting the fool, they coming from rundown trailers and these little raggedy houses with the front porch full of all kind of furniture, or a storage area that don't make no sense that I can't figure out. But he still has up his Trump sign that he celebrate. And then in his big tree, he puts the F word, Biden. It's a flag, and it's just flying. F with the whole word written out, Biden. And every time I go by, I have to look at that. Every time. And he comes out looking like he ain't had a bath in 25 years. And the other ones up in the house look like they been bred. It's ridiculous. It is just ridiculous. But this is what I have to deal with. It is what I have to deal with. Because I'm not going the long way around. I'm going to go that way. I'm sorry. And he has the right to put whatever he wants to in his yard. He has the right. He sure does. And if I don't want to look at it, I just have to look the other way. But this is ignorance. Just straight ignorance. Nancy, that's terrible. No, yes, it's unbelievable. But I wish you could see them. And I know we shouldn't prejudge, because that's what has happened to my race. I shouldn't do it. But I am sorry. If you looked at him and seen this little group, this little family, I know where I can see where a lot of uneducated people were following him. This little group was right in that section. That's what it reminds you, with the railroad track right behind them. I mean, they can touch the railroad track from the back window. They're that close to it. But it used to be black people just lived next to the railroad track. But I'm shocked that they live there. But that's another story for another time. Because used to, when you were going to the city, black people, I'm going to be honest, black people look for the railroad tracks. Because you know when you found the railroad track, the black community is right behind it. The railroad track. If you look for the railroad track, you can find the black community. But this one right here fool you. If you see the railroad track, you find another community. I need to quit this, but I'm being truthful. I'm just being honest. Angela, did you see how shabby so many of the January 6th uprock? That's the way they look. That's the way this little area of people look. Just like that. Wait a minute. They are redoing our highways around. They started before Biden even did that, what he did. But they've been working on the roadways here. making them bigger, putting in more lanes and all this. Just tearing up everything got me confused because I used to come one more straight way home, and now I got to go all the way around and do it anyway. That's another story too. But in this construction, every Sunday when we go to church, when we're coming back from church, it'll be 2 or 3 little carloads of people parked here on the side of the road, and they had their Trump signs. But what they were doing, I don't know what they called it, except they were going down the highway, marching with these signs. I don't know what for. And a couple of Sundays, me and Jimmy noticed it, and we were looking at them. They waved, and we waved back at them. They were waving, we waved back. So the third Sunday, we were coming from church, and my son-in-law was behind me, and he had never seen this group there before. He saw them, and he went off. He went off on them. He let them know. He said, do you not realize that he lost? Do you know he's not president anymore? And you know what I'm idiot's going to say? He is. He's coming in 30 days. Didn't you know it? He's coming in 30 days. We almost had a wreck laughing at them so hard. They really, and this was last year, they really believed that craziness. They were sincere as sincere can be. He's coming in 30 days. Ain't nothing wrong with dreaming. Ain't nothing wrong with dreaming. But that dream ain't coming true right now. Oh, Lord. Look at that. See, I can't say the words my son-in-law told. And he a big man and was in a big truck. And you know, we ain't seen him since. I don't know what happened to him. They ain't been back in that spot since then. Every Sunday coming from church, we'd be looking for them. Wonder where they went to. I don't know why I bet they won't come in that spot no more. I don't know what was going on there, but it was funny. I had to share that with it. Angela said, I think former, I hit that thing again, sorry. I think former prayers tang-headed. I do too. I think and why in the world he take 15 boxes of papers from the White House to the Mar-a-Lago? I don't even want to talk about him because, see, I can be bad when it comes to that. And I need to just pray for him that he will be saved. Because anybody going to stand and tell you that they don't have to ask God to forgive them for anything because they haven't committed any sin, I ain't got time for you. You ignorant. You stupid. I ain't got time for you. Be prepared for tickets. Oh, Lord. They sending texts about our trip to Disney. I should have known they were going to start when I got on my live, and they're going to be popping up and down on my phone, and I ain't going to be able to see nothing. Vernell, Miss Beverly, your son-in-law scared them off because of his huge statue laughing out. Yes, I know that's what it was. I know that's what it was. Because, and you know, he really is a black cowboy. He has horses and everything. I mean, he loves country living, country life. Everybody in our community know him. He's a businessman here. He is a businessman here. Everybody respects him. It's a little store down the street, little store, you know, that everybody gather at and spit tobacco and tell lies. One of them kind of stores. Honey, my son-in-law can go in there. Everybody talking to him. They had the best time. He has a car lot. He done sold cars to so many of them good old boys. They love him. They love him and are always looking for him. But that part is good. But most likely, he probably knew them or they knew him. They skedaddle. They got out of Dodge. Yes, that was a good one. But anyway, let me go back. I ain't fin. See, don't stop mine on. I'm gonna have to read them texts when I get off. Okay. Then in 1970, the year Jimmy and I got married, 1970, they decided to make the whole month Black History Month. And it spread it real fast. And that's how it came about. That's how it, Lord, we done covered everything within this story. We done went every which way within this story about Black History Month. And as everybody come in, please make sure that you give a thumbs up. We have 5 watching and 4 thumbs up. So let's get this together. Thank you. And also, I made a new, well, I'm going to tell about the video last night. Geo, Pale's Kitchen, Be Amazing Sylvia, Pandy's Hair Care, and more. And myself, it was 5 of us. We did a Valentine's meal for Valentine's Day, and it started at 7 o'clock last night, and I started it out, and I did a Mississippi mud cake. So I have them in my playlist also. So check out that. It was really nice. It lasts for an hour. We had 15-minute intervals. You know, I was at 7, and one at 7:15, one at 7:30, one at 7:45, and one at 8 o'clock. And it went really nice. I really enjoyed it. They had some good recipes, some very good recipes. So if you have a chance, go check that out. And I did a new video for my membership here at Beverly Black. And if you're not a member, you need to be a member because I've changed it around completely. I was working on it, making an e-guide. I was working on it. But then it dropped in my spirit to let one of my perks be what I was putting in that ebook. So I'm going to tell you what my perk, because when we have lives, a lot of my subscribers are organic. They're not content creators. So they don't want to hear me all the time talking about what to make your channel grow, what you can do, this and that. They listen, but most of the time they want to hear other things. So I'll still be talking about it on my lives, but not in full because of some of my subscribers, my family members here. We're family here. This is a family. I'm Nana. I am Nana. These are my babies, my grandbabies. They don't want to hear all the time about how to grow your channel. Okay, let me see what Vernell said. And what is so you make about Black History Month? We created everything that we use daily. We didn't get the credit for, though, from the gears of the car to the motor and the refrigerator. We created it all. Thank you. Even to the red lights, everything. Cell phones. Didn't get any credit. We don't get it. If we don't know it in our own community, if we're not teaching our children, because it's not going to be taught in school the way things are looking. They don't want to teach it in school. But they can have Harry Potter books and stuff like that, but they can't teach about Black history. I just don't understand it. God said to love everybody. We all got different color skin. We're all different. But he said in Genesis that we are made in his image. When you look in the mirror and look at yourself, You are made in the image of God. And if you look at the territory, the area that Jesus traveled, that Jesus was in, the description of Jesus, which nobody wanted to do it. He wasn't blue eyes with the long hair like that. He had dreadlocks. I'm gonna be real. He had dreadlocks, but he didn't look the way that people want to present him to look. So when Angela looks in the mirror, she sees Jesus when she reflects back to her because she's made in the image of Jesus. When Nancy look, she's made in the image of Jesus. When Vanell look, she's made in the image of Jesus. When Beverly look, I am made in the image of Jesus. And within the black race, we all have different colorings. Some of us are lighter. We go from light to dark. We're all different tones. Different tones. But we all made in the image of God. That is some awesome, awesome power. That we're all made in his image. And people need to start doing their research more. Look at the territory, Ethiopian. Who was living in those areas? What color? Most of the people who came from that area had a dark skin tone. A dark skin tone. Read your word. And when leprosy came, check it out. Don't just listen to me. When leprosy came and got on the flesh, on that dark, toned flesh, it turned white. You don't have to believe it. Read it for yourself. They were dark toned skin. And when leprosy hit that flesh, it didn't get blacker. It didn't get green. It didn't get pink. It got white. That's all I got to say. Angela said, I believe Jesus had darker skin than me. He did. He did. But that's an argument that's an argument that a lot of people and probably about 40 or 50 years ago. Yeah, about 40 years ago. And some black homes that you walk in, and when you seen that white Jesus on the wall, it wasn't received very well. It wasn't received very well. You know, the one that he's always at the door knocking to come, it wasn't received very well. Because if you read now, don't read in the carnal mind. You got to read in the spiritual mind. And when you get the word and you're going to read, you need to pray before you read and ask God to give you understanding, revelation of his word. Speak to you through his word so you will know what his word means. If you read his word in the spirit, and a spirit like mine, you will receive, you will visualize, you will be there, you can see the people there. You will get a better understanding. Okay. Burnell said, yes, Lord. Angela Critters, exactly. I knew when I was growing up, I knew there were black people and white people because I grew up in the era that you had you go downtown. I could only go to certain sections downtown. The little drugstore that had the best hot dogs in town that I loved dearly. I could only sit at a certain section there, a certain part there. I've seen people spit on our food and then give it to us and smile in our face. I have went to when you go right outside and you want a drink of water. It had the white fountain and it had the colored fountain. Well, the white fountain was generally across the street from the colored fountain. But you know what? I don't know why they had the white fountain and the colored fountain, because it was the same water. It was the same water, but just gave the colored fountain, it was just nastier. The white water fountain and the colored water fountain. I've told you this before about when we go to the theater downtown, the little theater to watch movies. The white people sat at the bottom. It was all nice and plush. But they were dumb enough to put the black people on top over them. You know good well we're going to pour Coke and throw popcorn down there. You know we're going to do it. We were kids. We had nothing else to do. On the Saturday afternoon, they had nothing else to do. Then they would come running up there, want to know who did, and everybody just looked like, I don't know what you're talking about. But those were the days when we go on trips in the summertime. Norfolk, Virginia, and Hampton was like 2 hours at the most away from us. And so the little Sunday school picnic, little trips, we would take to Buckrow Beach, because Buckrow Beach, they had Hampton Beach, and then they had Buckrow. Buckrow was the black beach. We got the leftover equipment, anything left over, they gave it to the colored beach, which was fine with us at the time because I was just happy to be at the beach. I didn't care about how old the stuff was, what it looked like. I was happy to be around people who looked like me, people who act in some way like me. I felt like I was in a family unit because everybody at this beach looked just like me. But it was Buckrow Beach in Virginia. Would be so happy, look forward to it. But on the way, your parents would always fix you a little bag, your little lunch bag, little brown bag with the big grease spot on it. It's a wonder we weren't dead, because they would fry chicken and put devil eggs in there and biscuits and other little stuff. And we would stop on the little roadside on the way going to the beach so we could eat there on the little tables on the colored side. We would stop on the colored side. Everything greasy, but that was the best old chicken. Eat them eggs. Sometimes leave them eggs in there all day, and potato salad. You know God had his hand on us. We ain't never get sick. It was hot out in that sun. We carrying that stuff around and we would eat it. It's a wonder we all done pass out. But God had mercy on us. Back then, you didn't hear nobody talking about mayonnaise and eggs and stuff like that. You don't leave out all day and you don't eat it after being. Yeah, and potato salad, you didn't hear nobody talking about that. Or at least we didn't. We didn't hear nobody talking about that. I don't care how long we had that potato salad. You can start that trip at 6 o'clock in the morning. We get back home at 8 o'clock. If you still had a bite of that potato salad, you're going to eat it. We ate it. And God kept us. He kept us. We were still traveling on prayers from our ancestors. Our ancestors covered us in prayers. They prayed for their future generation, their future grandchildren, nieces and nephews. They wanted better things for them. They wanted protection for them. They prayed for us. They sacrificed it all. And y'all might think I'm crazy. I don't care. But sometimes when I'm all alone and my mind goes back and I be thinking about what they had to go through and what they did, I can see them I can smell them. I can almost touch them. It's like their spirit is in my presence. And I know I am walking, I am here because of those prayers. Hallelujah. Because of those prayers of those old righteous saints. Majority of them couldn't even read or write, but they could holler out to God, have mercy. God, take care of my babies. While their babies being taken away from them, they were still praying. And I thought about that. How would I act if my child was taken away from me and put on that block like that to be auctioned off? And sometimes I'd be walking and screaming. I just be walking and screaming. I can feel the pain. I can feel the heartache within me. It draws it. I can feel it, what they went through. I can feel it, what they gave up so we can have what we have today. How they lived and what they lived through so we can have what we have today. I've told you the story before several times about when I was little and Daddy worked for Turner Company in Weldon, North Carolina. He was, night guardsman. And Daddy was in his late 50s, early 60s then, because they got me when they were older. And I went with him that day to the office at Turner's to get his check. And Turner's son, who was in his early 20s, was there and gave it. Daddy got his check from him, and he's in Jim, Lord have mercy. My daddy was saying, Mr. Turner this and Mr. Turner that, and he, I was all right then. And then he turned around and talked to my father, and he said, Alan. And I'm going, Alan? Alan who? Alan. My father's name was Alan. As a child, I was taught you never call an adult by their first name. I didn't know adults most of the time had first names, because it was always Miss Price, Miss Barnes, Miss Powell, Miss whoever. You didn't call grown people by their first name. That was a no-no. You get your mouth smacked. And I sort of went back a little bit like, oh, Daddy getting ready to go off. He called him by his first name. And all Daddy did turn around was say, thank you, Mr. Turner. And I'm going on, what is going on here? Why is he's young. Why is he calling my daddy by his first name? I will never, ever forget that moment. And I looked at my daddy and he looked at me to see that look on his face because he knew what was going through my mind at the moment. And he heard and got out of there. And then as we were leaving, he was trying to tell me the reason for that, because he knew that he had always taught me, you do not call grown people by their first name. Never will I forget that. Angela, they would have killed me because I would have ran after my baby to the death. I would have too, Angela. Oh Lord, no. Us too. We used picnic baskets, not cool. We didn't even know they had coolers. We didn't even know they had coolers. But if somebody took my baby away, they would have killed me a long time ago anyway, because my personality, the way it is, the person that I am, I couldn't see myself keeping my mouth shut. The only way I could, if I was speaking in a language that they couldn't understand, because I know I would be, You gonna take my baby away? But you had to do what you had to do for that time. And I understand all that, what they had to endure, the pain, Lord, the pain. And then to see a woman birth her baby, and she can't breastfeed it, but I can. And I have to put your baby on the good breast, and my baby gets the other breast. That is something to think about. That is something to think about. Jesus. God's been good. You hear me? God has been good. Okay. Angela said they would have killed. Yes, Angela. I know they would. I don't even want to think about it. But I thank God for bringing me to this appointed time, to this present, and for where I am and what I know. Because I wouldn't have been a good slave at all. No, I wouldn't have been a good one. Hey, Glenda, how you doing? Y'all, everybody welcome Glenda Swan. She's my friend. Welcome to the live. We're talking about Black History, Glenda. And I'm going through some things that happened when I was younger, being Black in these times. And the things we had to go through. But God brought us through. Trying to buy houses and every which way. I mean, you can have perfect credit, everything lining up, and then they still tell you no. Because of your color. Because of the section where the house is at. The part of town that the house is at. I showed you, well, it was in one of my past videos, where the house I lived in North Carolina, it was a 2-story house. And I found the paperwork where my father, Daddy made what, $30 a week, I think, back then? $30 a week. And his house payment was $20 a month. But it's 2-story house. $20 a month. I tell you. Hey, lovely Nicole. How you doing, sweetie pie? Lovely Nicole is one of our members here. She has joined. Lovely Nicole, put exclamation masterpiece in the comment so your link will come up. Your link to your channel. And that's another loyalty. That's another perk for those who are loyal, who are a member of this channel here. Is exclamation masterpiece. Just put it in the comments, and your link will come up. Nancy says, my heart goes out to you and all who have been treated in such a horrible manner. We are God's people and should not be treated in such a manner ever. Amen. Not ever. But this country went through it, and then now you want to hide it. You don't want nobody to know the truth. But you want to run around with your little Confederate flag, your little X. You want to run around with that, but you don't want nobody to know the truth. Nah, ain't gonna happen. But let me tell you about the different levels and the perks for being a member here on this channel. The first one is Masterpiece, and it is $1.99 a month. $1.99. You get the loyalty badges and the emojis, and you get members shout out. And you get, if you have a channel, you get to put exclamation masterpiece in when I go live, and your channel link will come up. The next one, the next level is Blooms, and it is $2.99 a month. And you get the same perks from the previous level, but you get an exclusive members only video. The third one is Victorious. Victorious, and it is $4.99 a month. You get all of the previous perks, but you get the topper. This is for those who have YouTube channels. I will do a one-on-one with you on how to grow your channels. I will teach you what I have learned in the last year, the ins and outs, the things I've seen that have helped my channel to grow. I will review your channel from the banner to the back door. And I will help you in what I see, things that you need to do to improve your channel. So that is Victorious, and that is $4.99. That is the level that I was going to make an ebook and put in my ebook what I am giving you with this one-on-one. So those who want to grow their channels here at YouTube, and you want to know some ins and outs that I have not told on my lives, things that I have done or things that I have found out that'll work, that'll help your channel to grow, that will help you to get more views, that'll help you get more subscribers. Right now, I am standing at 10,102 subscribers. Normally on YouTube, when you get 10,000 subscribers, you have been on YouTube for 5 years. I have been on YouTube for 2 years. 2 years. And I have met that 5,000 mark. My goal for 2022 is to reach 20,000. That is my goal, to reach 20,000 and to have 100 members to join my membership. Those are my goals for 2022. But that last one, if you are serious about growing your channel and learning little things that will help you improve, you will see an improvement within 6 months to 1 year. You will see much growth in your channel, and it's $4.99 a month. We have $1.99, $2.99, and $4.99. Those are the different levels. Angela says, sound great, Beverly. Angela, the country is unsettled now due to hiding truths of the moment. Yeah, they hide the truth. Don't want it to be told. Don't want it to come out. We just hide everything. But it's all right when it makes them look good. It's fine when you make, them look good. But if it's going to make them look bad, or the truth going to come out, something that Grandpa and did 3 or 4 generations back, you don't want that to come out. You don't want that to come out. You just want the lies. You want everything to look like it was just rosy and perfect and nothing was wrong. And we just lived in this old plantation by ourselves and everything just went work. All them colored folks just came over here and wanted to work for us. Ain't true. Ain't true. Ain't a word of truth to it. But like I said, y'all need to study it, read it for yourself. Go back in the Old Testament. Look at the region and the time and the place and the color of the people that was there when Jesus was walking on this earth. Look at leprosy and see what the color of the people were before they got the leprosy and how the color they turned out after the leprosy. I never will forget this little lady that told me, that opened up my eyes to that truth. we were at a Bible study at church, and it was raining outside, and we were standing, you know, like you're going into church, a little area there. They got a little cover in there. And she was telling me that story there, and it gave me cold chills. It really did. Okay, everybody, we have been on here for 1 hour, and I've enjoyed talking to you. In the month of February on Tuesdays, we're going to do Black History. So look forward to that again. On Thursdays, we will be cooking on the live. I don't know what I'm cooking this Thursday, but I'm going to find something to cook. We're going to be cooking and talking. And then I will be dropping videos. So everybody, please check out the Mississippi mud cake recipe that I did last night. And if you can, please try it. I guarantee you, if you like chocolate, you will love it. It's like a brownie-based cake with marshmallow and that chocolate icing, and you can, in that icing, put nuts on, a cup and a half of nuts. I didn't use nuts because my husband and my grandson cannot eat nuts. So if I want some, I just pour them on the side. Nancy said, I have to leave now, friends, and remember God's got this. Soon God will return, and all division and hatred will be no more. Amen, Nancy. Family, keep your eyes on God's prize. Amen. We're getting ready to call it an end to today anyway. You all have blessed me, and I'm glad y'all came by and chit-chatted with me for a while. But I want to speak life over your life and over my life as we end. I am courageous. I am unstoppable. I am victorious. I am love. I am blessed. I am gifted. I am anointed. I am successful. I am healed. I am healthy. I am beautiful. I am whole. I am confident. I am forgiving. I am grateful. I am generous. I am strong. I am favored. I am able. I am powerful. I am fruitful. I am God's masterpiece. You are God's masterpiece because our God does not make any junk, and you are all made in the image of God. I love you, but God loves you more. Why? Because you are his masterpiece. Thank you, everyone who has come out and spent some time with me today. I really appreciate it. Keep on being blessed and prosperous. And take care and have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.